Oh my gosh. I cannot be more excited than I am right now for the concept arts that just leaked. So if you've been like living under a rock, because it's like been like 10 hours when I post this thing. They released concept arts. A concept artist for Marvel released a bunch of concept arts for like Secret Wars, maybe even a Doomsday movie, and a Doomsday movie. What am I talking about? A World War Hulk movie, and oh my gosh, it one. The art is beautiful. It is magnificent. If the concept artist doesn't get fired, I hope they can still make art because it looks really good. And number two, it shows a lot of like heavy spoilers. Let me say that real quick. This video will be so spoilered. Oh my, it's if this still happens because they might. No, it's gonna happen. They're not gonna like take away all of this. This is insane. This is gonna have so much spoilers. So you cannot take back what your eyes are about to see. So I'm literally warning you. Like this is about to be the biggest thing you will ever see. The biggest leak in all of Marvel. Every leak you've ever seen from Marvel is nothing compared to what you're about to see right now. Because this is insane. And this is absolute insanity. So, alright. I'm enough of me yapping. I'm just gonna show you what all this is. Because this is insane and I'm all for it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm oh my gosh. Alright. Let me just get into this. Also, I won't be showing any of you the set photos due to respect for Marvel Studios, and I don't want Kevin Feige to snipe my channel. So yeah, and also yeah, this is gonna be pretty insane video. This yeah, I'm speechless. I'm still speechless after hours of knowing about this. Let's just watch. I'm just gonna show you what's happening. So the biggest, probably the biggest, one of the biggest things we see is Doctor Doom on his throne. Oh, wait, let me back up a little bit. One thing that a lot of these photos will be really like focused on is this book right here, Secret Wars, and like a lot like the thing I'm about to talk about right now is gonna be like a lot about that. So you should uh get a little if you have knowledge on that, that's good. And if you don't, you're not gonna understand law. I'm gonna explain it the best I can, but uh, yeah. So that means you should definitely read this once Doomsday and Secret Wars are about to come out, like the Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, like 100%, because a lot of these are heavily inspired by Jonathan Hickman's run, and this is one of my favorite events ever. So I'm so glad that they're doing this, and oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I can just like flip through and oh my gosh, they're doing so much stuff from this. All right, sorry, enough of me talking. I'm just gonna get into this. I'm sorry. So one of the biggest, if probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, is this photo of Doctor Doom in a white costume, oh like a white his green costume, but just like white, sitting on a throne with a Benedict Cumberbatch by his side as Doctor Strange, and a woman that is probably Susan Storm, Miss, wait, not Miss, what's it called? Invisible Woman, and somebody in, like, people in the background, and someone, like, on his knees with, like, being chained, and the person who's holding that chain is Yelena Belova. So that's really big. So I'm gonna give you a little brief history on what's going on here. So in the comics, the Secret Wars comic, the one I showed you, there was a thing called an incursion. And incursions are when two worlds go against each other, and like they gotta fight for like in the one who wins gets to live, and the other one doesn't. But then an incursion happened, and both worlds died, and then Doom, Doctor Strange, and a man called the Molecule Man the three of them faced the Beyonders, the people who like doing like who created the stuff, the multiverse, and they faced them and defeated them. So then Doom and Doctor Strange had to decide like who's gonna like what's gonna what they're gonna do with this new world. But Doctor Strange, he didn't want to he didn't want to be God basically, so he gave it up to Doom. So then Doom um is now the king of this world, and uh he stole Reed Richards' family. So now like Susan and Valeria and Franklin. Oh yeah, Franklin's in this photo too as like a kid. Valeria is not here. Reed Richards' daughter. She's not in there. She was in the Fantastic Four concept arts either, which is strange. And Doctor Strange is basically the sheriff, so he's known as Sheriff Strange. And it's like this like medieval type thing, and it's so cool. You really should read it. And, like if you're in the comics, or if you're not in the comics and you want to, definitely read Secret Wars. It is so good, and it's kind of like Game of Thrones. Uh, it's really good, and so yeah, and like basically everybody in this world has no idea what the other world was, and that they just think that Doom created this world, but they don't know like they thought that this was like the first thing ever, like, and this is all they've ever known. They don't remember like uh, for example, Mr. Sinister, the X-Men villain. He wouldn't remember everything from his past life and everything. So yeah, and so Doom, uh, Stephen Strange, and the Molecule Man are the only people who remember. So then, it's we see in this photo that Yelena Belova is like has somebody in like a chain, like a little collar, chain collar thing. And I think that guy, he looks to me a lot like Pedro Pascal. So in the comics, also, there are a group of people who still remember all of the old world, and like they just like came here and they're like, what's going on? And then or Sheriff Strange, he helps them, and I think that scene of Pietro Pascal's in the collar, he remembered, and then Doom captured him, and he's like being, like trialed and stuff. And I think this is so cool, and I'm just so freaking excited. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be absolutely insane. I know, like, with concept arts, not everything you see is gonna happen, but just like the idea of it is so insane. Alright, next up. So the next photo we see is like we see Hulk, like Mark Ruffalo Hulk, in like this like cool like medieval clothes, but he doesn't have a shirt on, which I'm so glad. And that sounds pretty weird without context. Then we see uh She-Hulk from the She-Hulk show, and same actress in the concept art, and she's dressed up really medievally. And then we see Scar from the end of the She-Hulk show, but he looks like so much cooler and for like a lot more comic accurate, and his hairline doesn't look disgusting. And in the background, we see a bunch of other Hulks. Like we see a baby Hulk girl, and she's crying. And there's like a Hulk mom, and like there's like a bunch of Hulks, and that's also in Secret Wars, and that's so cool because uh they're like in the final. Like, I think Maestro's another. He's like an evil magic Hulk. He's cool, and I think that means Maestro might be in this because he's in the Secret Wars comic, and he like at the end of the Secret Wars book. Spoilers for the book. This video will be spoilers, like spoilers on spoilers on spoilers. In the end, Maestro, he got all the Hulks to help him defeat Doom, and he was one of the barons for the world as well, for this new world called Battle World. I should have mentioned that earlier. Yeah, that's what this new world's called, and he helped attack Doom, and then yeah, that image is really cool too. So I'm gonna try to speed it up, try to get to every image because there's a lot of them. All right, this next one is like big, like oh my goodness, it's huge. So we see a Black Panther. Uh, Nothing's confirmed that it's T'Challa. All we got are the pictures. We got a few variations of him. One without a mask, one's with mask, but like different designs. And we see him, and he's uh he has a face, obviously, and that face is an actor. I I don't want to butcher the guy's name. It's like Damian Idris. I'm sorry if I messed that up, but there's a lot of people talking about it, so you can look at that. And I think this is pretty cool. I want them to have Black Panther back. I don't think he should be recast like the same one who was in Captain America Civil War, who fought during Infinity War. It should be a new one. Either age up T'Challa Jr. or do the multiverse. So that's what I think they should do. And his suit, if you saw the suit, or if you're about to, I don't know, or if you just don't want to look at anything, his suit looks really good. There's like gold. His mask, mwah, his mask is amazing. That is such a beautiful mask. It is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna look at it right now because that mask is absolutely insane. And obviously, with concept art and stuff, th- uh, they're never like the exact same as um how like they're never the same in the movie how they are in the concept art, which is so sad because this concept art for Black Panther's mask, oh my gosh, I want that mask. That mask is insane. Like it's like so like beautifully. His cheekbones are so amazing, and it just looks amazing, guys. Like actually, and like you got the it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, like it's like absolutely beautiful. There's a few parts I don't like the I don't know why he has like lips, and it's pretty weird. Uh, but yeah, it's insane. The only part I would like if I was making a perfect Black Panther suit, then I would say this. I think you should 100 like look at all right. So this is the perfect Black Panther suit to me. Look at the Black Panther suit that we got from the concept art with the mask on, and then take out all the gold, so it's like completely black and his eyes are white, right? And then take out the lips because I don't know why he has lips in the first place, and then give him a completely black cape with like the little flap on top, like I'm talking about like Doctor Strange's cape, but like all black. And I think that's the perfect Black Panther suit. And then give him white claws as well. Boom, comic accurate. Oh, and he has to have a little like a little strap across from his like shoulder to his what's it called uh to his left shoulder to his right hip, and then another strap going around his waist, and then that's the perfect. And it's like all black, and like the straps have the straps on his waist would have um like uh packs and stuff, and I think that's the perfect Black Panther suit. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see Black Panther again. We got Shuri and Wakanda Forever, and she's probably gonna return in Doomsday. But I want to see T'Challa, and if not T'Challa, T'Challa Jr. Like I think this is amazing, and I think like they're cooking up with this. This isn't. I don't like to say these type of words because once this video is like 10 years old, it's gonna seem really outdated. But they're cooking with this. Like oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. I cannot say how excited I am for this. This is insane. Alright, I'm gonna talk about what's next. Alright, next up, we get the freaking Young Avengers. So yeah, we are getting the Young Avengers. And it's not exactly this lineup of this. This is a fake picture, by the way. It's not exactly this lineup from this picture. I'm gonna tell you who it is. It's let me pull it up. Not on this screen, but on my other screen. So the official Young Avengers, or champions, as they were rumored to be called, because a lot of them aren't too young anymore. Miss Marvel, obviously. Kate Bishop, obviously. We saw those two be the two confirmed Young Avengers at the end of the Marvels. Cassie Lang, Ant Man's daughter. Wanda's kids. Uh, and that means we know that Billy found Tommy, if you haven't seen Alpha all along. And we have two mentors, basically. Wong, and get this one's insane. Star Lord. Yeah, that is really huge. Like, that's insanely big. And if I know a lot of people are like, I don't want the Young Avengers to be in this project, whether this concept art's for Doomsday or Secret Wars. But I think I'm open to it because I'll just say one thing. I mean, you can't tell me that you don't want more Star Lord. And if he's the leader of this new young team, that'd be so cool. He formed the Guardians, right? And now he's like helping forming, and like he's helping forming this new team as well. That'd be so awesome. And I just love Star Lord. He's like my Bucky to the cosmic side of the Marvel universe, and he's just so awesome. And also in this picture, we see someone who's not yet introduced into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or really anything. He hasn't been in any TV shows or anything animated. Like, he's been in some games, and he's been in the comics. I'm gonna show you a picture. You might not know him. You might. So this is Dupe. So yeah, Dupe is a character, and he's on a this. He's like an X-Men character, as you can see with his little symbol. He in the comics, he's on a team called the Ecstatics. And seeing him here in this, like, battle world, it's showing that, like, it's bringing people from different universes, because he's obviously not in our universe because we don't have any mutants yet. We have Namor and we have Miss Marvel, who are confirmed mutants, but we don't have like the like Wolverine or Jean Grey or Professor X and all of those guys. So that means, like, since they're bringing the world, we could literally see anybody, and it's so cool. And like, I think we could get Channing Tatum's Gambit back, which would be awesome. But more about Dupe. He is really powerful, and I don't really know too much about him. I just know the character, and I've seen him like sometimes, but I'm not too like familiar with his storylines or the ecstatics. And yeah, he's so cool. He's really strong. He can fly. He can like change. He can manipulate like time, so he can like change time. And he's like just like a really strong, overpowered character. So yeah, that's Dupe. I'm not sure who decided to bring him in this, but uh, whoever did, thanks for bringing us Dupe. I guess he's definitely gonna get a lot of toys. I think I really wish, instead of Dupe, for because he's with the Young Avengers in that poster, or not poster, in that concept art. And I wish, instead of doing Dupe, I wish they did Jeff the Landshark. If you don't know who Jeff the Landshark is, this is Jeff. He's like a pet of the Avengers, and he's been Kate Bishop's pet, and he's also been Gwenpool's pet sometimes. And you also might know him because he's in Marvel Rivals. So yeah, and I think, since he's become so much more popular because of the Marvel Rivals, and I think it'd be nice if they had him in live action, and then that could also bring him as like after the Secret Wars Battle World stuff. Once everybody's like back in their world, he could just like go with Kate Bishop and the Young Avengers. Jeff could go with Kate Bishop and the Young Avengers, and then that could just be like their little guy, and then you could, because how else are they gonna get Jeff in the MCU? So this is like that's like a perfect setup, and I think that would be really awesome. And I'm kind of mad that Jeff. They still got time. we're still really early into this, and Jeff could be in this, and I hope Jeff is in it because I love Jeff. And um, he's also getting his own comic book line. He's always had comics on Marvel Unlimited, the Marvel app, but he's like getting an actual like comic book. So I think that's pretty cool. So he's like gaining his popularity, and he's also like just become like kind of like the mascot of Marvel Rivals as well. So I think this is a pretty cool for Jeff. Or well, I know this video is about Jeff. I'm gonna do a Jeff video one day because I love Jeff. Hopefully they give Jeff an EMCU someday. I beg you, Marvel. I know Kevin Feige is really upset today. I'm wondering how he's processing. Um, so let's see what's next up. Next up, we got this like this scene. It's like a undone concept art, and it's like uh a guy chained up like with his like arms in the air with chains on them, like floating. So and he's like on his knees. I think this is Molecule Man because if you read the book again, like the book is probably gonna. If you read the book, you're gonna understand a lot more and be prepared for the movie. Well, obviously, you also need to do your homework on the MCU, but like, you'll get a lot more stuff if you read this 2015 Jonathan Hickman book. I'll put the Amazon link in the description. Um, you could also check out your local comic book store, and they might have it. Uh, and they this also means uh, I so this picture particularly you see Spider-Man and Miles Morales, and Spider Miles Morales gave Molecule Man a burger, and because Miles gave Molecule Man a burger, when they were building the new world back up again, like when Battle World finally lost, and they decided to build up this the 616 up, uh, Miles the Ultimate Universe. That's where Miles Morales comes from. He the Molecule Man let Miles Morales and his family still live in this in the world. So because of that burger. So if they give if they get hey if Sony lets Miles Morales be in this Secret Wars, uh then odds are he's gonna you know be in the MCU after that. So that's pretty cool. And I think there's like one more thing until I wrap up. No, two more things until I wrap up. So yeah. I don't really know what to make of this next one I'm about to talk about. It's I'm gonna pull it up on for me. I was about to show you guys. That would have been bad. Yeah, let me look at this. Yeah, it's basically just like Doom and some people around him, and we see the back of like somebody's head. Might be Stephen Strange, might be a rogue person, uh, maybe Captain Britain, or somebody taking in that role from what he played in Secret Wars 2015, Jonathan Hickman run. I don't really know what to say about that one. You can look at all the pictures, and then this next one is really cool. Next one, I'm really surprised I didn't talk about. We got a concept art for Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom suit, like for Doomsday. So, and that's supposed. If it doesn't get delayed, I hope it does not get delayed. We could be seeing this in like 8 months for like trailers and stuff and like teasers. Probably like 7, 8 months. So that's pretty insane. And this is obviously not what it is. Uh, this is some photo I found on Google. But that's the thing that we saw looks beautiful. I have no notes. And obviously, this is a concept art. This does not mean that this is gonna be what we see for the movie. And even if it was based off that picture, then it would be changed a little bit to uh to fit in real life for the materials and everything. But if it looks somewhere near that, then from what we saw, like that's gonna be awesome because that suit that we saw in the concept art, like, and if some of you don't want to look at the concept arts, you should look at that one because it looks so cool and Oh my goodness, it was just amazing. And yeah, there's one more concept art that I have to talk about. So, and I don't think it's for Doomsday or uh Secret Wars or World War Hulk, if that's a thing. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna show you. No, I'm not gonna show you. What am I talking about? I'm gonna tell you. This is the only photo I could have found them to Vision and Star Lord together. But basically, this is I. It could be for Doomsday, the concept image or concept art. It could be for Secret Wars. I doubt it being for Secret Wars or Doomsday. I think this is for the Vision Quest TV show, which I am very excited for because I want to see Vision story back. And I think at the end, this is what I think good. Because in the concept art, let me tell you about that first. It was Vision and Star Lord. Star Lord with his he had no mask on or anything. They were just chilling on a couch with Star Lord remote in his hand and Spectral Vision, White Vision, in a like turtleneck and jeans. And they had pizza and they had beer and yeah, I think after Vision gets his memory back. I forgot what I was saying. Sorry, I had to take a leave of absence. My cousin is being annoying. Alright, so we have, what's it called? Yeah, Vision, White Vision, and, Chris Pratt, Star Lord, on the couch watching TV with beer and pizza. And I think this takes place in Vision Quest because in if the last episode of WandaVision, if you don't know, Vision comes back and he regains all his memory and then he leaves. He's probably trying to find somebody that he's like still knows. So maybe well he wouldn't know Star Lord. Yeah, because they during Infinity War they're in two separate places. But maybe he found some data about like and he wants to know like where all the heroes are. So he goes to Star Lord. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically it for all of these concept arts. And I'm super excited and I'm about to get straight into editing this and uh because yeah, I also need to do my Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man review. I haven't done that because I've been sick all week. I like missed this entire week of school. I left early on Monday and I just haven't been here. So yeah, I've been just sick trying to get rest. So I haven't been doing anything. So I'm gonna do the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man review. Um, so yeah, this is a pretty good week for Marvel. We got I guess not for Marvel. For Marvel fans, we got the concept art. Daredevil Born Again's coming out this week. So yeah, sounds like everything's gonna be pretty nice so far, or for the future. And Doomsday is they're preparing the set. There's rumors that of a delay. Hopefully not. I really don't want a delay. That would really suck. So yeah. Bye. Let me just bye.